Over here, if you completed it, please mark it, follow along. If you didn't do it, still follow along. Just you got to make sure how to do this, okay? Maybe we'll do an AC right after this just to make sure you're paying attention. Okay, so I give you the travel times in minutes of a group of 20 students. So obviously we're assuming that there's 20 here. We'll count real quick. 5 times 4, right? Just multiply it. There's 20. A range from smallest to largest. Okay. So that was your first step. Let me just maximize this. Okay. So smallest to largest. Make sure you follow along now. And that you get a mark for that. The mean travel time. You just add up all the numbers, divide it by 20, so you get 16.15 minutes on average. Make sure you round it to 2 decimals. The median may have been somewhat challenging. Do you remember anything about the median? I hope so. Median is the middle number, but we have an even number of values. Maybe don't worry about this here. Basically, what you want to try to find is split this thing in half. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover 2 numbers and I'm going to count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. There's too many on this side. So I'm going to take these 2 numbers here. These 2, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So there's 9 numbers on either side if I pick 14 and 15. So it is a number between 14 and 15. You add it up, you divide it by 2. The median is 14.5. This doesn't work unless you arrange your data set, please. And I find it unfair. The province would only give you 1 mark. Okay? You have to arrange and you have to find the middle. So it's a little tricky there. Mode. What's the mode of travel times? It's the most popular. It's 20 in this case. It's easy to see if it's arranged. So 20. Is there an outlier? I would say yes. 55 minutes is the outlier. You can clearly tell that 55 is way, way outside the general. Okay. Here is the backwards. The backwards, so Carl scored the following scores on this test. He must, so what must he score on the next test if he wants a mean of 70%? So you put the 70 on the left side, you add up all the scores achieved so far, and then you go plus X. That's, guys, this is always going to be the case. You go plus X, like the next score. Then you, in this case, we've got 6 scores that we're going to consider. We multiply both sides by 6. We subtract 321 from both sides. You get 99% is what you need on the next test. Is it possible? It is possible. Is it plausible? Is there probability? Chances are low. Okay. As you're writing this down, as you're correcting, I'm just going to give you, if you did this, if you were here, you're going to get 100%, but still go X, check mark X, right? Pay attention to this part. If this answer right here, when it comes to a test, okay, if it's more than 100% that you need, what is your immediate response to that? It's impossible, right? If you say, I want an average of 70, you do the math. You do the math and you find out my next test would have to be 101%. That means that you can't achieve what you're trying to achieve because you need to score more than 100%. Yes, you might ask, you may say there's a bonus maybe, but we don't know that, right? For all intents and purposes, a test can be 100%. That's the highest score you can achieve. Okay. All right, on to the back side. Okay, so here you have your probability review. Harjat draws a red card. A red jack does not replace it with the probability of drawing a face card. The red jack is a face, affects my total because you're not replacing it, so you're down to 51. And you used to have 12 face cards. The red jack is a face card, right? So your 12 comes down to 11. So 2 marks for something like that where both numbers are affected. I should probably slow down a bit because some of you are copying it. I don't mind that. What's the theoretical probability of rolling a 5 with a 10-sided die? What is theoretical probability? What's the other one? If it's theoretical, then the other one is experimental. Experimental is always based on results, okay? Theoretical is just based on what is available to you. So rolling a 5 with a 10-sided, it's only 1 in 10 chance of that happening. Okay. Label a kite or sketch a kite and label 3 properties. There are all your possible combinations, right? I have a 90 between the diagonals. I have the fact that these two are the same, so are these two. The short diagonal is split in half. You could have talked about these 2 angles being the same, right? So forth. Calculate the number of diagonals. I hope you have the formula for diagonals, right? It looks like this. N is the number of sides. You literally just plug in 20 everywhere. You end up with this. You get 170 diagonals. Please don't sketch them. They might give you a diagram and say sketch or calculate. I would just say calculate. Okay. Okay, next. The length of side X and Z. What should you start with? X is right here. I have a pair, and this 34 is going to help me find that one. So this is what I start with. Right? I get 26.79 for this. Then I find this angle, and you have options. It's SAS, it's side angle side. So you could use cosine law to find that, but you could also use sine law to find that. Remember, guys, if you have a pair, meaning an angle and a side across from it, if that's known to you, it is sine law. Okay, don't start trying something else. Then I asked you to do the central angle for a regular 41-sided polygon. It's simply 360 divided by n. There is your central angle measurement, and you're done. Okay. So if you were here and you completed it, I'm going to take it back and just give you 100% on it, even though you'll have check marks and X's and whatnot on there, hopefully. And I'll just reward you.